Richician!
Hey YouTube, Richician84 here, and welcome to Q&A number 127. Let's kick this off. As you can see, I am a bit cold, but I know my radiator is on. Anyway, let's kick it off with a few questions from John Cross, and they're all clumped together. Why have you clumped them together like this? This makes it really hard to read. So, in future, in addition to putting all your questions in one comment, can you please separate them and line them up like this? Just like how Gunner's done it. Have them on different lines, separate, and number them, because that way it makes it a lot easier to read. So please do that in future. What was your first Yu-Gi-Oh game that you owned back when you were a kid? There wasn't one, because Yu-Gi-Oh wasn't around in my childhood. If you could go back in time, like the Pharaoh, to defeat Zork the Dark One, what would you defeat him with? Exodia, the Egyptian gods, or Dark Magician? I think probably the Egyptian gods, more specifically when they combine to make Horikofi, or however it is you say it, the creator of light, because obviously Exodia and Dark Magician didn't quite work. Next question. What is your favourite Assault Mode monster? I feel like that would be Arcanite Magician Assault Mode. Because, well, besides that time when I played Stardust Dragon Assault Mode, and wish I never did, because that card is annoying and degenerate as fuck, Arcanite Magician Assault Mode was the only one I played with, really. Yeah, it was something I ran in my Arcanites of Endymion deck, because it is part of the archetype. I was running Arcanite Magician, of course, and I wanted to play the Assault Mode version. And I have so much fun with that. I'm pretty sure there was even a quick duel video I did a little while ago where I had him on a large amount of spell counters. Unless that was Supreme Arcanite Magician. It was one of them. Either way, Arcanite Magician Assault Mode is my favourite Assault Mode monster. What are your thoughts on Dark Guardian? Dark Guardian is pretty cool and interesting. I was starting to think we'd never get that card, and yet we did. And I'm surprised it came out in Phantom Nightmare. I guess it was an OCG import. So that was kind of interesting. I feel like it would have made more sense to put that and Dark Element in Maze of Millennia. Oh well. And what also surprises me is that they're common, considering what they do. I do like the added summoning condition, where you can just special summon it by returning Sangra, Thunder, Suijin and Kazijin from anywhere back into the deck to special summon it. Plus the bonus effect it gets off Dark Element is nice, where it can't be destroyed by monster effects and spells. I'm surprised they let it be immune. They did. Hang on, what are the words I'm looking for? Didn't give it immunity from traps that destroy, so it's still vulnerable to Mirror Force. It would have made more sense to make it so it can't be destroyed by any card effect. So yeah, that was very odd that traps were left out. But yeah, it's still cool. I've put a copy into my Edo Pro Gate Guardian deck profile. Or deck, I should say. Um, Deck challenge: Red Eyes Black Dragon. Why? I mean, uh, everyone should know full well that I've been playing Red Eyes Black Dragon on and off for years. Even since like either late 2006 or early 2007. I don't remember when it was that I first made my Red Eyes Black Dragon deck, but either way, I've played that deck for years. Like, have you not seen my duel videos with Red Eyes? But I don't see the point in doing a deck challenge video on a deck that I know how to play. The whole point of my deck building challenge series is that I build a deck that I've never played before and see how I'd run it. If I chose something that I've played already, that defeats the whole point. If you could own any of the Millennium items, which three would you like to own? Mine has to be the rod, the pot, and the puzzle. Wait, that's only two you've chosen. Well, if it were me, I would definitely choose the puzzle, and I would probably choose the scales and the key, as well, I don't really want to use the Millennium Eye. I mean, I could probably just have it, but not use it, because I want to have both eyes, as in real eyes. The rod, I don't want to mind control people and turn them into slaves, because that's not who I am. Then again, I suppose I could use it to maybe control criminals or something and turn them into better people, perhaps. So, I don't know. The necklace, well, as tempting as it is to know the future, it also might be scary. I mean, what if I see something bad that might happen? Like, I can't be dealing with that. Then, of course, then again, if I know it's gonna happen, then maybe I could change the future. So, yeah. What else? So that just leaves the ring, the scales, and the key. Well, regarding the ring, it depends whether or not Zork's evil, malevolent spirit resides in it. If it does, then it's a no from me. So I guess by default that would leave the key and the scales. As if I remember correctly, the key unlocks someone's mind, whereas the scales determines whether or not someone is lying or telling the truth. So I feel like those would be more useful to me. Then again, I don't know how I'd feel about reading someone's mind, because I wouldn't want to invade someone's privacy. Privacy. I don't know, it depends who I'd want to use it on, but yeah, I'm going to say the puzzle, the key, and the scales. Okay, this next one isn't a question. Synchro monsters I hate are Abyss and Bane. I wish they didn't exist. Well, why Bane? I mean, Abyss I can understand, because that card is just degenerate as fuck, because it's a negate, but what's wrong with Bane? I mean, Bane's alright. He's perfectly fair and balanced. I mean, all he does is bring back another Red Dragon Archfiend monster by tributing a monster, and then gets out 2 tuners if it does battle damage. What's so wrong with that? I mean, yeah. I mean, if it's used to bring back Abyss, I get it, but if you take Abyss out of the equation, then, Bane's fine. And there is a request, but as I already said, I don't have an Elemental Hero Neos deck. What was your favourite tin from 2002 to 2009 that you opened? Oh, that's a very good question. There's been some really cool ones that I've opened. I mean, I remember when I pulled a Ghost Rare Majestic Star Dragon from a Stardust Overdrive pack in the Majestic Star Dragon tin. So that was one favourite. I also got a Ghost Rare Rainbow Dragon from a Tactical Evolution pack from a Plasma Vice tin, although this was before I started recording product openings. Then I pulled an Ultimate Rare from Soul of the Duelist, which was in one of the 2005 tins. But I don't remember what it was. Now, I did obtain a 2002 Dark Magician tin, which wasn't easy. I got this back in 2015 and opened it on camera. Of course, I only pulled one holo from there, which was a secret rare Gaia the Dragon Champion. So it would have to be just any of those tins that I opened, but I couldn't say which one was the favourite. Oh yeah, and there was also one of the 2008 tins where I pulled an ultra rare Red Dragon Archfiend from a pack. Don't remember which one it was. I don't know. I just can't pick one. They were all those ones were the most fun and most memorable, and that I enjoyed opening from that time period. Next question. Is Nightmare Unicorn banned in the minor league? No, it is not. Besides the two that are already banned on the normal ban list, Goblin and Mermaid, all the nightmares are legal. Actually, is Nightmare Corruptor Ibli banned? I can't remember. Oh, Nightmare Corruptor Ibli is banned in the minor league, but no, Nightmare Unicorn, however, is not banned. I like to play with friends. Yeah, you already said that several times. Request my cat deck versus my Dark Magician deck. I'll see what I can do, but the thing is, it's not easy doing requests nowadays, because obviously I don't go to DU anymore, and there's not a lot of chances to have casual games at Tabletop Republic. I mean, the only time I can really do it is if I'm there on a Wednesday and Sparkman isn't in whatever event is on. So yeah, other than that, I'd have to use Edo Pro to do any requests. Next two questions are from Matt and Alison Welch. 1. With you deciding to retire from current format Yu-Gi-Oh, do you feel less stressed about it? That's how I felt when I quit both competitive and current format as well. Actually, yeah, I do. Um, Definitely less stressed, and I am looking forward to playing Richician format duels properly. Um, yeah, in case I haven't said it in a video already, that's what I'm calling my own custom format, because, well, I couldn't think of another name for it. Um, I would have actually had the first proper games under that format with Emma, but obviously I was having a really bad week and I was just so annoyed, miserable, and upset about um, everything that happened that I just didn't feel like it. But hopefully we will have some games later on in the week. 2. Do you think we will see a major drop in people quitting current format Yu-Gi-Oh! And only playing their favourite past formats within the next few years? Yeah, I think I probably can, unless Konami does something drastic to improve things. I know a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players have quit anyway, mainly over the issue with product and card prices that have been going on. Of course, there's also the case of just basically too many degenerate cards and decks in the games. I mean, the product thing and the price thing, well, I was going to say it doesn't really bother. Well, the, the product issue, I personally don't really care about. I mean, especially since there's not a lot of products that's been around lately. But I guess cards being too expensive is an annoying issue. But like I said, personally, I'm just more bothered about too many degenerate cards. You know, the fact that Ash, Stroll, and D-Shifter exist, along with walking the gates, floodgates, and disruptions that are so disruptive that they don't let you play, as well as OTK and FTK decks. They just all of these things just make the game too unenjoyable. And I feel like, well, I doubt every Yu-Gi-Oh player will quit, but there'll still be a massive drop, and Konami should really do something about it. I mean, it's all very well releasing new sets and trying to bribe us with new rarities, but that's not going to be enough to keep people in the game. I think they need to stop making cards so hard to get and expensive, for one thing. Now, I know people say it's not Konami making them expensive, but I find that really hard to believe, considering that they purposely make certain cards very difficult to get. The other thing is just don't put product release dates so close together, which of course has been an issue recently. It's like, give us some breathing space, but above all else, just give us better ban lists. Like, actually get rid of every problem in the game. Just ban Ash, Drawl, D-Shifter, all the floodgates, all the walking the gates, kill off all the OTK and FTK decks, or at least neutralise them to a point where they can't OTK or FTK, and stop printing these kinds of cards. Just get rid of the absolute degeneracy and only print cards that are fair and balanced. And maybe then people will stop quitting and it'll be, you know, more appealing and more enjoyable. And I don't want to hear or read anyone say, oh, Konami won't do that, but the point is, they should do it. Otherwise, how do they expect anyone to stay interested in the game? And how do they expect new players to get interested? And how do they expect former players to come back? I'm just saying, like, I just literally listed the solution to fix the game, and Konami really should do this, for the sake of the players and the good of the game. Like, otherwise, more and more people are gonna quit, and then and then they might end up just not printing any more cards, and that will be the downfall of the game. Sparkman hasn't submitted questions this time, but apparently I did mess up big time with one of the questions. Sorry, I should have been a bit more clear. By global release, I meant all Digimon sets from 2025 onwards will come out at the same time everywhere, so we don't end up being a few months behind. Ah, right, yeah. That would have made a lot more sense. But yeah, if Konami did that with Yu-Gi-Oh, then I would absolutely agree with this. And it would be really nice if we were all on the same level of release. As long, of course, as, like I said, they don't release a whole bunch of products at once. And then the last 4 questions are from Gungner. 1. Will you make a video about your custom format and its ban list, or will you drop the ban list on the community section? Why are people asking me about videos on this when I already said that I'm hesitant to do a video about this? I mean, at the moment, I'm just sharing the list with anyone who's interested in playing. I mean, I've yet to share it with you, of course, so don't worry, I will get round to it. I suppose maybe I should do a video just so I can explain why certain decks and cards are banned and why certain cards are limited on that list. But the only reason why I'm hesitant about it is because I'm worried someone will give me shit over some of the changes. Like, not that I care what other people think. I just don't want anyone leaving comments saying, oh, what, this is shit, this is bullshit. You can't ban this, that and the other. This is a bad change. And yeah, I just can't be dealing with that. I mean, if that happened, I'd be like, well, if you don't like anything about that format, you don't have to play that way. I mean, it's that simple. Like, I wouldn't be forcing you, and neither would anyone else. Although Jake Cartwell did make a fair point, which was you could do a video about it and disable the comments. I suppose I could do that, just like with my Dark Magician deck profiles. Of course, the only issue would be that nobody would be able to leave nice comments. So, yeah, it's tricky. I still don't know what to do about it, but I will definitely share the list with you. Like, I will give you a link, and like I said, the same with anyone else who's any of my other friends who are interested in playing that way. 2. How high is your record with Shining Flare Wingman to destroy cards? Oh, Shining Neos Wingman, sorry. To destroy cards from the opponent. Highest number of destroyed cards. I'm pretty sure there was one point where I did destroy 4. I'm trying to remember if I did 5. It's hard to say, because I've been playing the card for over a year now. I feel like there was one duel where I did 5, but I can't remember for sure. But I am very sure that I destroyed 4 with his effect. Yeah, it's definitely 4 or 5. I haven't managed 6. That would be amazing. If I can pull that off, then that would be incredible. Or even better, if I popped 7, because technically in a God card matchup, that can potentially happen, but it would be extremely difficult to pull off. So, like, if I can pull that off, or at least 6, then that would be legendary. Or if any of you guys manage to pop 6 cards with Shining Neos Wingman's effect, let me know in the comments down below. 3. In the minor league, there is another Dark Magician player. Did you ever play against him, or did he show you his deck? Ah, that would be Reese. Yes, I did play against him, actually. I played against him a few weeks ago, and we were sort of playing a mirror match. I mean, he was playing pure Dark Magician, mainly focused on fusions, but I was using my Magician of Chaos deck, and the match is uploaded. You might have to scroll down a bit, but yeah, you will get to see the full match. I haven't done a deck profile though. Then again, it's been a while since I've done deck profiles on other people's decks. I don't know if I'll have a chance to do that, but we'll see. And the last question, did you see my newest Dark Magician deck profile, and did you like it? Yes and yes, I love a good Dark Magician deck profile. Yeah, I like how you've laid it out, it's really cool, although it's funny how you said you don't focus on Dragoon, and yet you have a copy of Dragoon. What the hell, man? Then again, I guess, like I said, I know you said you don't focus on it, so, and I know that it's an option to go into, so I can respect that. I don't respect Dragoon's existence though, but you know that already, and so does everyone else. But yeah, but I really do like it. It's really awesome. I'm surprised at the multiple copies of various cards though, which I myself only play one of: Dark Magician Girl, Bond between Teacher and Student, Dark Burning Magic. I guess to be fair, it is possible to spam both Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl out easily anyway, so it does make sense. So I rate that, and yeah, I can respect personal preferences. And that's it for questions in this episode. This was a longer one than I thought. That's what she said. Anyway, yeah, thank you for your guys' questions, very cool ones as always, and if you have any other questions you want to ask me, post them in the comments section down below, and remember, I do these episodes every Tuesday afternoon or evening, UK time, so be sure to get your questions in before then, so that you don't miss out. Thanks again, stay safe, my god I am thirsty, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the Richician YouTube channel.